guys, welcome back to another little video with your girl Kat D. So I know it's been a really long time since I posted. It's been a few months and I only have 2 videos in my whole YouTube history. Honestly, I could go off in a million excuses about why, like what's been going on, moving, like I just moved to a new place, and with work, with the stresses of life and the stress of posting. I'm not even gonna jump into all of that, honestly. Even though I haven't posted in a long time, I've been getting so many messages from you guys and like so many encouraging words and comments and asking when's gonna be my next video, or like questions about things that I didn't mention in my last 2 videos. So I figured, since some of you even asked me about my makeup and like to do lookbooks and things like that, honestly, lookbook, I'm down, but makeup, I'm not an expert, so I don't see myself making like a whole video just about my makeup and like my techniques, because I wouldn't even recommend to follow my techniques for makeup. But I figured since I'm gonna be getting ready to head out, I might as well just come on here, do my makeup while I answer the most common questions that I've seen on my videos, so we can all have them over here. On that note, let's get started, and you know what to do if you enjoyed this video. Just like, comment, subscribe, and obviously don't ever hesitate to come message me. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, guys. This is a little weird because I'm not used to doing my makeup like in front of a video, and especially that, like, you know how we all do that, like sometimes we'll be doing our makeup and we'll be like, hey guys, welcome YouTube family. Today I'm going to be doing, I just don't feel like that's me. Get ready. I use a lot of fingers when I do my makeup. I don't use a lot of brushes, and it might look like a mess, but I promise you guys, the end result is okay. The end result looks pretty fine. So nothing like too spectacular, too crazy. Just because it's cold over here in Montreal, and I don't want no dry skin. I already put on my moisturizer and all. So yeah, the first question honestly is something that is like, I don't even know how I didn't mention this. Like, I feel like this is the first thing I should have mentioned, which is my height. Like, so many people were literally like, you know, that it would be helpful for someone to mention their height in these type of videos. And I'm like, very fair point. So I'm actually so 1.60 meters or like 5'2". I'm around there. I'm very short. I'm team short girls, you know. And as for my weight, some people, I did mention this one, I know I did. Some people I guess maybe missed it. It is 192 pounds, so a little over 190. And I mean, how much weight I lost and all of that, you can definitely see it in the title of the video, so I'm not even gonna jump into all of that. I feel like I get distracted when I'm talking and like reading, because I'm reading the questions because I don't want to forget anything, and then I'm getting again the same questions, but at the same time I'm getting distracted. I feel like the multitasking of reading, talking, and tapping is kind of like not working for me. All right, anyway. Honestly, I'm a big concealer person, so I'm gonna have some all over my face, but rest assured, even if I look like a ghost right now, it's gonna get better. It is gonna get better. Just stick around till the end, okay? The next question was, how many calories did you eat? So honestly, I wasn't a big fan. I've never been a big fan of counting my calories or counting like exactly my carbs. Obviously, there's been times that I've done it, but I would look obviously at the carbs, I would look obviously at the calories and things like that, but it was kind of like mental calculation, so I wouldn't be able to give like an exact amount like every day how much I ate type of thing. But like, it's really more intuitive, right? Like, I knew how much my body needed. I knew that I wanted to eat small portions, and I knew that I wanted to eat very low carbs. And the days that, if you've seen my last videos, you've seen that there was days where I would go a bit more heavy on the carbs. Okay guys, I think I put a bit too much concealer. See what happens when I multitask? Anyway, so that's it for the calorie countings, really. Other than that, if you're someone that you feel like you cannot do it by yourself, in the sense of knowing intuitively how much you should be eating, I would recommend getting the Keto app or MyFitnessPal. Those are apps that can help you. Personally, I would say I was always below what they recommend. So they usually recommend based on your height, your lifestyle, and things like that. I know this is not weight loss related, but so many of you guys asked where are those tops from that I'm wearing in those videos. So for the first video about my weight loss story, that's from Alice and Olivia. So I should put the name around somewhere over here. And for the second top, it is from Zara. Honestly, I've had those for a very long time. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you would be able to find them. And for this one that I'm wearing, since maybe some of you guys are gonna be curious, this one is Zara as well. Oh, I had someone ask cliffs. I don't know what that means. So I'm just include it in here because that felt like a question, but I'm not sure what you mean. Let me just focus like 2 minutes on this tapping so I can get this done.
2 hours later.
Alright, so I'm back, my hands are clean, and I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is gonna be my eyebrows, which I don't know how I'm gonna talk while doing this, but my next question was, did you use any special electrolyte powders or collagen? I did not. However, I am so interested in getting collagen powder. I've been seeing so many people talk about it. I've seen so many people use it, and they all say that those are amazing. Like, I don't remember the name of that brand, but it's like in a blue bottle. If you know which one I'm talking about, like write it down. It's like starts with a V, Vita, something like that. And I hear so many people saying that it's actually amazing. It helps with like tightening the skin and like even with like your skin, like in your face, right? Like it's amazing for skincare and things like that. And honestly, I just need it in my life because I do have like saggy skin, which is another one of the questions that you guys ask. I'm gonna get to that, but I feel like this might have been able to maybe help me a bit with my saggy skin. And yeah, it looks hella dark.
Oh hell no!
It looks so dark compared to like none. Like I said, guys, I'm no expert when it comes to makeup. I really just freestyle it and somehow it just ends up looking okay. So even in those videos, like I was shocked that some people were like, oh, can you please tell us like what you used for your makeup? I'm just like, are you sure you want to know? Are you sure? I did get the question about loose skin. So yes, I have some loose skin. Like my arms have loose skin. I have a bit of loose skin on my stomach, on my thighs. I do believe that with a bit more working out, that is loose skin that can be firmed. So honestly, in terms of surgery, I would do surgery for my breast because I do have loose skin on there also. But anything else, I feel like it can be fixed with the gym. So that being said, I don't think I will be doing anything else in terms of fixing the skin elasticity. Well, not for now, at least. Maybe like once I have children. That is for the future. I'm looking hella crazy right now, but as I said, guys, it's gonna look better, I promise. All right, so my next question was about the cravings. So a lot of people ask me like how I deal with my cravings and to give more tips. So honestly, I mentioned some of the tips in like the previous videos, whether it's like keeping snacks on you and being prepared. Honestly, the number one thing is being prepared. That's the key. Knowing also yourself is important. Like, are you someone that craves sweets? Are you someone that craves salty? And you go from there knowing things that like make you kind of like feel weak, I guess, like your weaknesses in terms of food, what you can replace those with. because often it's hard to completely give up something that like is our weakness, right? So if you can replace it with something that feels kind of similar, then that makes the job so much easier. But there's so many tricks and tips that honestly I will be making a video about cravings. That's something I definitely plan on doing. Like, I'll make a little video explaining how to curb those cravings, and let me know if you guys think that's a good idea, because I know most people, like, one of the number one things that you struggle with is like motivation, cravings. To me, cravings and like motivation is the number one thing. So those are things I definitely want to make videos on. And yeah, so you will get more information soon on that. I'm still looking crazy. I know, but bear with me, please. When I head out with someone, like if a friend comes and picks me up and I don't have time to like do my makeup or something, I honestly don't want to be forgetting anything that like I need. So I just throw it all in the bag and go about my day. I don't even use half of this stuff, but like I'm that type of person that I'm like, what if one day that I want to do like pink eyes? Like, I never do pink eyes, but you know what? In my head, I'm telling myself, maybe there will be one day that I want to do pink eyes. We're getting there. All right, so what I eat in a day. So many of you are asking what I eat in a day. And honestly, I'm gonna make a video about that, like 100%. I had filmed one, if I'm being quite honest. And like some of the footage got lost, and once again, excuses. I'm that person that has an excuse for literally everything, but I'm gonna be remaking it like now that I moved and everything. And I think that I'm going a little heavy on the bronzer, so I think like that one will be posted like soon after this one. Honestly, I really like looking like I just came from a vacation, like I came from Bali or something, like could just spend months away at the beach. So I always kind of go heavy with the bronzer. I kind of just use the same brush for like, if I'm using a brush for something like a color specific, it's gonna be the same brush for everything, whether it's the contour of the nose, the contour of the chin. So someone asked about my accent and they said that it sounded like I'm from the Philippines. I'm not from the Philippines, maybe because French is my mother tongue. That might be what my accent is from, just so you'll know. Another question, next one, quick way to lose weight. So for me, honestly, I can't really even answer that one, because it's kind of like, what do you determine quick? Like, what is quick for you? Like, you know, like, is 6 months quick for you? Is 3 months quick? You have to like stay focused on the progress and not just think about the end goal, because the reason why we often give up is because we're like, oh, like only thinking about the end goal. And since you're not at the end goal, you're like, ugh, like I'm not there, like, ugh, whatever. Like every little part of your progress is gonna lead you to that end goal, and you have to keep it like mental. So if you want to be quick with it, you can be quick with it, but think about the fact that losing weight quick means regain is more possible. It means you have to be like, you might lose it quick, but in the end you're kind of still doing as long of a journey, in the sense that once you're at your goal weight, you have to maintain it for a very long time. It kind of balances out at the end, like the journey time, it's kind of the same. All right, I have so much bronzer. I'm also gonna put some on my eyelids, guys. I use the same brush. I told you guys, if my brush touches something, it's gonna be used for any and everything that needs to be done with that color. I feel like I start looking a bit more normal once I put lip liners. I was like, okay, let me put that on for at least the rest of the video. I was asked, how do you maintain? So as I was saying, like in the previous question, it's all about balance. It's all about making sure that when you're easing out, like for me, I did keto, easing out of keto you have to be careful. You can't just go like back to how you used to eat, right? Because otherwise you're gonna gain back weight. I didn't even feel like starting to eat back pasta and starting to eat back rice. Like even once I reached my goal weight, it was just not something that I was like super like, oh my god, I need some pasta, or I need some like noodles or something like that. When I did start, it was really like in small portions with much more of like veggies and much more of like proteins, fish and things like that, just to like kind of get a little taste of it. So it was really like a gradual, like long-term easing back into it and making sure that like my eating habits stay good. Okay, let me explain it this way. The reason why I've said in my first video that you have to find eating habits that suit you doesn't have necessarily to be keto, but something that suits you, that you're pleased with, that you're eating things that you like, is because it is a lifestyle. And you might not be on keto your whole life, obviously, but you're gonna be on keto for such a long time. And you have to be able to be comfortable being on keto for such a long time, because there's the maintaining part of it. It's not just losing weight and getting to your goal. Do you know what I hate the most, guys? When you're there filming a video, your phone's on do not disturb, but somehow it manages to ring. Can someone tell me how this technology works? Because I don't know why my phone rings when it's on do not disturb. But I will make a whole video about maintaining. If you guys want it, let me know, because your girl needs some ideas about videos. One of the questions was obviously like, do I still eat keto? I don't still eat keto. It does happen that I will go back on keto when I feel like, I don't know, when I feel like I have some weight gain, or like I'm feeling bloated, or I want to feel like a little more healthy or something like that. I will go back on keto. Same with like the bronzer. I kind of like to look like a clown.
Okay.
Because I just feel like my skin absorbs makeup so quickly. Let me know if that's a thing for you. But mine just absorbs everything so quickly. So it's like, I even like to put some sometimes on my nose to kind of like give that like sunburnt look. All right, so as you guys see, here I am again with the brush, with the bronzer brush that I can't like, this is like, I can't get away from it. Like even when I'm fully done everything and like I'm dressed and I'm about to get out the door, I'm like, let me put a bit more color in there. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it. Did I have cheat days? So I'm gonna be quite honest. Like I said, I'm someone that's very extra. So the first month, to be quite honest with you guys, I did not have cheat days. I did not. I think that it's better to go with like a cheat meal, because eventually when I had lost a lot of weight and that I was telling myself like, okay, I can afford like allow myself to have like a little cheat meal here and there. For me, it was really more about the meals, not the day. I wasn't gonna like do a full day of eating whatever I want. It was really like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to dinner tonight with like some girlfriends, or you know, we're gonna go to like this dessert place. Like I'm gonna restrict myself a bit more throughout the day, as in like I'm gonna have a good breakfast still, but a healthy one. I'm gonna have a good lunch still, but a healthy one. And then at dinner, you know, if I want to have a pizza, I can have a pizza. If I want to have some pasta, I can have pasta. It's about balance. Even now, till this day, I'm going to try to be a bit more healthy throughout the day and even the day afterwards. Especially if I'm drinking alcohol the next day, I'm going to want to work out and I'm going to want to like be healthier, just to make my body kind of rebalance from the bad stuff I've been giving it. But always keep the positive mindset of you can do this. Honestly, there's no such thing as failure. Just keep trying and trying and trying, and you're gonna get to it. But you have to believe in it. Honestly, I'm telling you guys, if you believe in it, you keep the positive mindset, it helps with the motivation, it helps with it all. I think I pretty much answered everything. All right, so now that my mascara is all put and done, I'm just putting the same thing that I put on my cheeks on my lips. I'm gonna go back over. This is, by the way, it's an eye pencil, and it's a drugstore like brown eye pencil, nothing too fancy. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just gonna come over here. So I'm all the way up in the camera just to show you guys the end result. Nothing too crazy, like I didn't do a crazy nice makeup, but that's where my skills stay. Anyway guys, so I really want to thank you guys. Honestly, the amount of messages I've been getting, even though my last video was so long ago, like it honestly warms my heart. The fact that like every single day almost I wake up to like some new messages, some new comments, or like some new DMs where you guys are kind of like, oh my god, I love your videos, when are you gonna make some next ones? And like I honestly be feeling guilty that I'm not like making new videos, but I swear guys, sometimes it's just like I feel like I get anxiety from posting just because I'm not someone who usually shares a lot about my life with people. So like the fact that like I know people that I know are gonna be watching it and they're gonna be mentioning it to me and like things like that, it just makes my anxiety level sometimes go up, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready to post. But you know what, like the motivation and like that you guys are showing me that it gives you, honestly, I do want to continue being a source of motivation and a source of positivity for the ones that are going through this. You know what, so it makes me kind of like forget about like all the extra thoughts, and makes me want to like come back on here and like share more and more and like really like have fun just talking with you guys and, you know, making more videos. So honestly, if you guys can think of anything that you want to see, you know, weight loss related, non-weight loss related, please let me know in the comments, because for me it's hard because I be thinking like, oh no, they probably don't want to see that, and then someone sends me a message like, oh, make a lookbook, and I'm like, oh really, you are interested? Okay, like, so it would be nice if you guys just let me know things that you want to see, that you would watch. And yeah, on that note, I will see you guys in my next video, which will be sooner this time, I promise. All right, bye.